All right, we are having salmon for dinner tonight, but I don't want to just roast this fillet of salmon that I got at the grocery store just plain. So I think we are craving a little bit of Asian inspired flavors. So I'm gonna make a really yummy Asian inspired marinade for this salmon, and then we're gonna roast it up for dinner. So I'm gonna show you how to make the Asian marinade that is so simple. It's gonna start with about 1/3 cup of just traditional soy sauce. If you want, you could also use a low sodium soy sauce. And then for some sweetness, we're gonna do about 1/4 cup of honey, 2 teaspoons of either toasted sesame oil or just regular sesame oil. It smells so good. I love this flavor. Now we're gonna add a little fresh ginger. But I'm not gonna use fresh ginger. I'm using something that comes from the frozen section at your grocery store. They are little cubes of fresh ginger that have been grated and frozen. It couldn't be easier. Fresh ginger is kind of a pain in the butt to use, but these are amazing. You just pop out 1 little cube, and 1 little cube equals 1 teaspoon. So we need 2 of these little cubes because we need 2 teaspoons. So I'm just gonna pop them out and they'll melt down into that sauce really quick. Now you'll need 2 teaspoons of rice vinegar. I use the unseasoned rice vinegar because it doesn't have the added sugar. If you have seasoned rice vinegar, you can use it. It will just have a little bit of extra sweetness. Now we're gonna use 2 large garlic cloves, and I am actually just going to crush them, and then I'm gonna give them a really light chop. Just enough to release some of their oils into the marinade. And then finally, we're gonna add some red pepper flakes. I just am gonna use a pinch because these are actually really spicy red pepper flakes, but if you like it really hot, add more. All right, now we're just gonna whisk this up, and that ginger is already starting to melt down in there. You wanna get that honey all mixed in with the soy sauce. All right, everything's mixed down. The ginger is all melted in, and so we're gonna add that salmon fillet. When you add the salmon, if you've got skin on salmon, you want to lay it in flesh side down so that that flesh is going to soak up that marinade. Just to get everything coated in there, I like to spoon a little bit of the marinade over top. Then I'm gonna let this marinate for 30 minutes to an hour at room temperature. If you're doing an entire fillet of salmon, you can actually marinate it up to about 2 hours. And then just cook your salmon however you wanna cook your salmon. You can roast it, you can pan fry it, grill it, air fry it, whatever you like. But I hope you make this recipe, and I hope you love it. You can find the full printable recipe on momsdinner.net.